Hello, Littles University scholars. It is so great to be back with you again this month. Before we get started talking about our very special book that we got in partnership with our amazing friends at the Harford County Education Foundation, first thing I want to do is chat with your grown-up, because if you are 4 or turning 4 on September 1st this year, I want to make sure that your grown-up knows that you can apply to enroll in pre-K in Harford County Public Schools. And if you are looking at kindergarten as a 5-year-old this year, that registration is open. Every elementary school is excited and can't wait to have you come in and enroll for school. So be sure to check out our website for more information about registration. As soon as you go to hcps.org, on that big banner, there will be a place where you can click to learn more, or you can click on that Parents tab on the menu right on top, and in the drop down, the first thing will say Register for School. When you go there, there'll be a great new video about our pre-K program. I hope you check it out. We had so much fun visiting with our pre-K superstars at William Paca Old Post Road in order to give you a chance to see what that inside that classroom looks like and what your kid will get a chance to do, what your Littles University scholar will get a chance to do. We're so excited to see them graduate from the Littles University program and move into one of our elementary schools and into that pre-K program. It's an amazing program with amazing staff that your kids and I think you will absolutely love. So make sure that you look into that. If your little is either 4 or turning 4 by September 1st of this year for pre-K, or 5 years old for kindergarten. So be sure to check that out. And again, check out that video so you can see what it looks like inside one of those pre-K classrooms. So Littles University scholars, thank you so much for coming today. We have some exciting stories. And I say stories because while the Harford County Education Foundation sent you the book 2 by Catherine Otashi, do you think Miss Otashi started with 2? Guess where she started? She started with 0. Catherine Otashi wrote a book called 0, and I wish that I had our copy of 1, but we lent it to another little scholar. So they're borrowing our copy of 1, but she has 0, 1, and 2. We love these stories in our house because these stories help us, because sometimes, have you ever had a party or been at a park or been playing with some friends at school or in your daycare or even in your neighborhood, and you have maybe had an issue with one of those friends? Maybe they did something that you didn't like, or maybe, like in the book 2, a new friend came along. That can be really hard sometimes, can it? Because maybe you and one of your friends, you have a certain way of doing things, and you do it the same way every day. Maybe they stand on the left side of the hopscotch court and you stand on the right. But then when there's a new friend, where does that third person stand? So that's something that in 2, Miss Otashi helps us explore. How can we learn about ourselves and about new friends? And how can we make sure that everybody gets a chance to play together? And how do we incorporate, which means to bring in that new friend? So this book we think is really important to building those skills with one another. So let me put 0 down. And let's do a walkthrough to the book, because one of the most important things, I think, is understanding the different parts of the book. So let's see if we remember the different parts of the book, because you are getting to be some serious scholars and pros when it comes to reading books. So remind me, what is this part of the book called? What is this part? This is the cover. And then if we turn it sideways, we have the spine or the bind. And then when we turn it over, we have the back of the book. Very good. And look at that. What do we have on the back here? We have a whole lot of numbers, including the number 2. So inside our book, we will have pages. Very good. And what are these written on the pages? These are the words. And then what are these drawn on the pages? You can say the drawings or the illustrations. Those are the different parts of the book. And when we open a book, sometimes it has a jacket. Did yours come with a jacket? Ours came with a jacket. How cool is that? Keeping it warm on that trip to our house. And then we have at the very beginning of all the pages, we have the title page where it tells us the title of the story and the author, Miss Catherine Otashi. And then when we turn the page, it starts our story. 2 was a playful number. Are you playful? Do you like to play? We love to play. We love to play. Sometimes it's hard to stop playing and to listen and follow directions, but we find that that's very important to be able to do too. And that's a skill that you're going to learn in pre-K, and then you're going to continue to develop in kindergarten. And this story goes on to talk about 2 and her relationship with 1. They're besties. Besties, 2 and 1. They do everything together. So what do you think happens when 3 comes along and jumps in between 1 and 2? I think things might get a little difficult because then you have all of these numbers and they're all trying to figure out where they belong. So I hope that you really enjoy reading this story with your adult, maybe with your siblings, with some friends. I think that you are really going to enjoy 2 by Catherine Otashi. And we want to say another big thank you to the Harford County Education Foundation for making sure that our littles' libraries continue to grow. And we want to make sure that your adults take time to check out the website hcps.org, see if it's time to register, to apply to enroll in pre-K or to register for kindergarten, because we can't wait to have your scholars graduate and start their education and their career at Harford County Public Schools. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you back here again next month. Have a great day.